Gunhouse has quickly become one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And I'm not just saying that so you keep watching the video. JT. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. In this episode, I'm going to be reviewing Gunhouse for the Nintendo Switch, available now on the eShop. And don't let the name of this game throw you off. It's a puzzle meeting a tower defense sort of game, and the name doesn't really do it any justice whatsoever. Now sure, you do command a house with guns on it, but it really doesn't tell the player what this game is all about. The point of the game is to defend your house from an onslaught of enemies by combining blocks of the same color into bigger blocks. Those blocks can then be moved to the side of your house to create guns to defend it. And the bigger the blocks and the more combos you create, the more powerful the guns are when attacking the onslaught of enemies. Defeated enemies will drop money that you can use in exchange at the store to upgrade your weapons or health or defense. Just in case the game starts getting a little bit too challenging for you, it's a good way to curb the difficulty, while at the same time giving you a reason for pressing on. As far as the storyline's concerned in this game, it kinda feels a little bit tacked on. Almost like there was no need for a story, but because they were matching a puzzle versus tower defense and it's trendy to have a story in a game these days, that they just threw it in there. And apparently you're trying to save your orphans from alien invaders and attacking the alien invaders. I don't know, to be honest I don't really care about the storyline in this one because the gameplay really carries the load here. The game features infinite levels, upgradable weapons, a hardcore mode, with really awesome music made by Disaster Piece, the same guy that made the music for the game Fez. The art style is incredibly unique, and the hit detection feels fairly spot on with this. And as far as the gameplay is concerned, there's a coming next combo bar at the top where you watch the blocks. There's two at a time that they show you, the one that you need to get, and then the next one after that. And as you match the blocks that it's telling you to up top inside of your gun house, you get a combo meter that keeps increasing the more you get in a row. And the more combos you string together, the more powerful your guns become. And just because I truly enjoyed my time with this game doesn't mean there weren't a lot of things that they could have done a little bit better in it. As I was creating combos and attaching the guns outside of the gun house, it was really hard to tell how powerful the guns were because they didn't change color or size. They just shook a little bit to let you know that they were stronger than a non-comboed gun, which became kind of tough to decipher different guns outside of the house when the action becomes really rapid and you have to make these decisions on the fly and you can't remember what gun is what attached outside of the house without looking at it, and all they're doing is shaking and you don't know if you should replace that gun or put another gun somewhere else. It's a bit challenging to tell which guns should go where at times. On the left side of the house you place guns that will shoot in a certain direction or be homing on certain enemies, and on the right side of the house those guns will actually take out the whole field but be weaker than the guns on the left side. The controls were decent. There were a couple times where I wish I could see where the arrow was so I knew which gun I was going to fire first as soon as the next wave started. There's no way to know, you just kind of have to search for your arrow every single time a new wave starts to fire off a gun. But outside of that, the controls were fine. And overall, this game was a ton of fun for me to play. That's why my final score for Gunhouse is an 8.75 out of 10. There's a few caveats that hold this game back from being a true gem, but outside of those tiny issues, this game is an absolute blast. All in all, I've truly enjoyed my time playing this game, and in all honesty, it's the only game I've been playing in my Switch for the past 3 days. So that should tell you something about how addictive this has become for me. Gunhouse was originally released back in 2014 on the PS Vita, but since then, the developer Necrosoft has added a ton of features to this game that weren't available back then. And the game's still available on the PS Vita for $14.99, and now it's available on the Switch for the same price with a ton of new features. And also, side note, yes, it's available on mobile for $2.99, but if you truly want a good gaming on the go experience, get this game for the Nintendo Switch, you won't regret it. If you're a fan of puzzle games and tower defense games, definitely check this game out. I feel like you would absolutely love it. If you're not a big fan of that kind of game, maybe you won't like it as much. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. You gon' lose your shit when you hear body, hear body. You gon' lose your shit when you hear body, hear body.